There are more than 50,000 interview books listed on Amazon and over 1 billion available results on Google for the phrase job interview. Does the world need another interview book? Do you? I think you do, but why? There are two important reasons. The first is that good candidates like you are losing jobs they should be landing due to poor interview performance. Many candidates try to prepare for interviews, but the preparation is inadequate. They make job-losing errors, or their interview performance is average or poor, not enough to land a competitive job. Even with all the available information, candidates continue to commit more mistakes in the interview than in any other stage of the job search process. Over the course of a year, I speak with thousands of job seekers about job searches and, more specifically, about their interviews. Almost every job seeker I speak with is anxious about interviewing. They don't look forward to being interviewed, and once their interview is over, they don't think they did their best. This demonstrates that the books available today simply do not have the appropriate high-level information and strategies to help candidates prepare for and perform well in interviews and win jobs over stiff competition. The second reason, related to the first, is that I'm tired of reading the same old interview advice over and over again with no new information to help candidates compete in today's competitive job market. Over the past 4 to 5 years, I've read everything I can find about job interviews. The majority of the information is about how to answer specific interview questions, which is helpful but totally insufficient to win interviews. The rest of the information is basic. Bits about how to show up on time, have a good handshake, dress well, make eye contact, turn off your cell phone, be enthusiastic, be likable, not talk too much or too little, and so on. This book is based on an entirely new, tested, and dramatically effective approach to interviews: active interviewing. Treating the interview as a sales call and developing an interview presentation to help you actively sell yourself as the best candidate for the job. Using a sales approach and developing an interview presentation has helped hundreds of candidates win their interviews and land jobs. Active interviewing is new, innovative, and targeted toward landing a job in today's hyper-competitive job marketplace. Where does active interviewing come from? I have worked with thousands of individuals in job transitions, individually and in groups, helping them with all phases of the job search, from resumes through compensation negotiation. Specializing in interview training, I have coached clients from entry-level to CEO to prepare for interviews using everything from practice mock interviews to video training. After working with many clients, it became painfully apparent to me that the interview process is broken. Hiring managers are not good interviewers, and candidates make a lot of interview errors even after expert training. In short, a radical new approach was necessary. I read a lot of books and reviewed the most popular training programs, looking for a fix, to no avail. Well-trained clients continued to lose jobs they should have landed. All the books and training programs stopped at the interview door and did not penetrate the interview itself. I came to the realization that clients and hiring managers needed a tool or a strategy to alter the basic dynamics of the interview, something that was not blocked by the interview door. Active interviewing is the answer to improving the interview from the inside. A structured sales approach and a well-delivered interview presentation fix job interviews both for the candidate and the hiring manager. An interview presentation, the cornerstone of active interviewing, is the only tool a candidate prepares and brings with him into the interview to help him win the job. Candidates are no longer passive, and hiring managers welcome the information that helps them make good hiring decisions. Once I began training my clients in active interviewing, they began to feel more prepared and more confident, and they landed more jobs. I knew I was onto something. It's not a job search, it's career management. This book is not only about using active interviewing in job interviews, it is about helping you find a job you love and earning the money you deserve. It is about developing a set of skills that will help you win over your next job interview and carry you throughout your career. Job searches and interviews are just one phase of career management. It is an ongoing process in which you are engaged every day of your working life. In this book, you will learn about personal branding, identifying problems that need to be solved, developing presentation skills, storytelling, communicating your personal success factors, listening, and winning interviews. These are all important career management skills. This book will challenge you. Are you up for it? As I mentioned, this book is not about how to dress and shake hands correctly. It is about active, higher-level strategies and tactics that will differentiate you and help you win job interviews. None of what you will read will require an extraordinary level of expertise in skills such as sales and giving presentations. You will learn how to use basic sales skills, which you have, and basic presentation skills, which you have, to vastly improve your interview performance. However, this book will challenge you to approach interviews more assertively with a proactive rather than a reactive mindset. It will challenge you to take charge of your interviews and make sure you perform well. And it will challenge you to take a broken interview process and fix it to your advantage. This book proposes a bold approach to job interviews. Active interviewing is different, out-of-the-box thinking. Thus, it is bold and not for everyone. Many candidates are more comfortable staying with the tried and true and are concerned that by straying off the well-worn interview path, they risk losing the job opportunity. In a sense, I agree with these candidates. Using a bold approach will doom an uncomfortable candidate to failure. However, for candidates who are comfortable with doing something unique, being audacious differentiates them, impresses the interviewer, displays their comfort with being innovative, and vastly improves their odds of winning the interview. So, to paraphrase Dirty Harry, do you feel bold and audacious, candidate? Well, do you? I am convinced that the presentation won the day for me. I so impressed a skeptical hiring manager with my interview presentation that he told me he was recommending me for the job when we completed the last page. He complimented me 3 times during the presentation as to its value in an interview. The presentation was a roadmap for me to follow during our discussion. It helped me keep on track and ensured that I covered all the points to demonstrate my value and get the job offer. Mark, Management Professional. Something for every level of job seeker. I have written this book so it will be of value regardless of your experience level. The basic active interviewing approaches and techniques remain the same for every experience level. Only the content changes. For example, the interview presentation template format remains the same for entry-level candidates and CEO candidates. The only difference will be the level of experience and the types of job requirements communicated by the presentation. Both entry-level candidates and CEO candidates benefit from selling themselves in interviews. Think about it. Whether a car salesperson is selling a Ford or a Mercedes, the basic sales skills remain the same. Only the product's features and cost change. Here is my guarantee. No career coach, recruiter, training program, or interview book can guarantee you a job. However, using the active interviewing approach you will learn in this book, I will guarantee 4 important things. First, you will be fully prepared for your interviews. Second, you'll have an excellent interview presentation to use in your interview. Third, you will be far more confident and less anxious going into your interviews. And finally, number 4, when the interview is over, you'll feel as if you did a good job and you'll be proud of your performance. An impressive guarantee for an interview book, wouldn't you agree?